What up, players? It's Warboss Tay. Up in this mode today, we're gonna finish up our Chaos Cultist, and I based him, and we're just gonna get started. And it's gonna be really simple. Not doing too much with him. So we're just gonna. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the gold with Runelord Brass, and this is gonna do is it's gonna dull it down a little bit, give it a little bit more of a rusted look once we wash it with a nice wash. But that Balthazar Gold is just a really great base color. Because if we just painted this Runelord Brass first, I don't think it would look as good. Alright. We're also gonna take the Runelord Brass. We're gonna paint it onto the 8-sided Chaos Star. Now, I'm not sure, somebody mentioned in my other video, and I want to clarify. Are these guys, the Word Bearers, Chaos Legion, are they Chaos Undivided? I don't think they're really allied to any specific Chaos God. I know that their main color is red, but I didn't want the red to be overpowering, which is why I didn't do like 90% red, Mephiston red, because I figure you want the Chaos Space Marines to have that overwhelming color scheme. So that's why I only gave him the red hood and make sure we can focus, and the red little loincloth tabard thing. Another reason is I feel that these cultists are just regular, everyday people that have turned to the worship of chaos. So they wouldn't have, in trying to maintain the facade of their civilized selves before they outright just full-on defect and rebel from the Imperium, is that they want to blend in with the rest of Imperial society, so they wouldn't have like the 8-sided star tattooed on their face. Maybe. And they wouldn't be wearing like their chaosy outfits to market or to chapel on Sundays. This nice bright red color is perfect though for these highlights. To highlight that, we're going to use a little bit of Wild Rider red. For this, we're just really sticking to the edges, and we're doing what I call feathering the edges with cloth. This works really well. All it is you're doing little slashes of the color. For you new painters, this was something that took me a long time to master, because I didn't really understand how beneficial it was. I didn't really think it was worth it. So I would try to line it, especially when you're doing stuff like Chaos Space Marine Power Armor, or any kind of Space Marine Power Armor. This technique is a little bit harder to do and pull off effectively, but like I said, with cloth, up close, it's a little easy to tell what's happening, but from far away, from across the table, this technique looks really effective. Just making little slash marks. And there you have it. The red is bright, vibrant, pops out from the rest. Now we're gonna add some chainmail. This is the old color. The new equivalent is just, I think, Runefang steel. There might be another one under it. I don't know. I haven't picked it up yet because I've got so much of the old metallics still left to go through. So you're probably gonna be seeing chainmail in a lot of videos. And we are going to, first of all, paint some highlights onto the spiked ball. As well as onto the auto pistol. I think I misspoke in the last video. I called it an auto gun, but this is an auto pistol. The auto gun is the full-sized one. Finally, we're going to be painting chainmail onto the dog tags around this guy's neck. So you see that when we turn the model, it kind of reflects light. It's really good. And that's all you really have to do. The highlights look really nice on pieces of the cloth and like on the metallics. One thing, we gotta make this guy's metal look a little bit rusted and dark, so we're gonna take some, by now the Runelord brass should have all dried, so known oil we're gonna use to paint on the brass sections. But what was I saying? Yeah, you don't really need to highlight the rest of the model, because if you want to save time, then that will help you save time, as well as the red of the cloth is going to stick out a lot nicer if you don't. But if you want to take it that extra step, then all you have to do is, like, one thing you might want to do is take some Dawnstone and just really frost the tips of the hair and the beard. For example, make our gentleman a little bit of an older chap. Give him that salt and pepper look. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty crazy chaos cultist man. Mighty, mighty. Who's it that has like salt and pepper hair? Like George Clooney before it went all white. Yeah, so there you go. I would suggest against actually highlighting the bandages, just because they're really close together. It would be so easy to just get it into the washed recesses. But if you do, then you would just go back with Rakarth Flesh. I wouldn't go any higher than Rakarth Flesh. And I would make sure that the brush I use has a very fine tip. And that you only highlight the parts that are closest to the light. So something like that. The necklace around his neck, you could do, that would be fine. And yeah, then you get something like that. Now to give the autogun a really rusted, corroded look, what you would do is wait for the known oil to dry just a little bit and then go back over with a second coat of known oil. Woo! We're making this guy's gun look really old. Yeah, the great thing about Chaos Cultists is they just pick up whatever weapons they can find and rise up against the rule of the oppressors, the Imperium of Man. So most of these models are going to have different styles of guns, and I think that's just really cool and really great. So thanks for watching. This has been a Word Bearers Chaos Cultist. I hope you enjoyed it. and we'll see you in the next video.